Alright, so an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. A right angle is exactly 90 degrees, and I think we talked about that yesterday. Exactly 90 degrees. Obtuse, kind of like maybe obese, I don't know. It's more than 90 degrees, but it's less than 180. Okay, so an obtuse angle is the measure is greater than 90 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. Okay, so greater than 90, less than 180. So remember how I told you guys yesterday that a lot of the vocabulary words give themselves away? Like it has the answer in the definition. Here's a bunch of them that are true. Guess what an acute triangle is?
A triangle is an angle.
It's a triangle, obviously. It's a triangle, and I'm abbreviating here, with 3 acute angles. So all 3 of the angles then are less than 90 degrees. And guess what a right triangle is? It can't have 3 90-degree angles. It wouldn't be a triangle. It only has 1. So a triangle with 1 right angle.
Can you give us an example?
And they're coming on the next page.
Okay.
And then an obtuse triangle is a triangle with 1 obtuse angle. Okay, so these are all angles, and I'm going to indicate that right here. what they look like. This is an acute triangle. Now, if you look at the second one, what does this little box tell us about that angle right there? It's a right angle, which measures how many degrees? 90. So if it has one right angle, guess what kind of triangle it is? It is a right triangle. Because it has one right angle.
Wait, I just gotta say that for a triangle, side means three.
3, right.
And then
So,
angle is then it's another.
well, because when the sides come together, you
Three
end up with three angles, 3 sides. Yeah. So, and then in the coming up lessons, we'll talk about quadrilaterals, and quad means 4. And then we'll talk about hexagons, and that is 6, and pentagon, which means 5. So we'll talk about other shapes too. All right, this one right here. Now these are 2 acute angles, but what is this one? It's an obtuse. All right, to be acute, all 3 angles have to be acute. So this one has one that's obtuse. It's greater than 90, but less than 180. So this one is an obtuse triangle because it has one obtuse angle. So if they give you the angles, your only options are acute, right, and obtuse. If they give you the sides, then your 3 options are equilateral, isosceles, or scaling. Now I'm going to change colors here, and we'll do all right, we're going to do by sides. Now, here's where you want to pay attention. You want to pay attention to the notches. If the notches match, that means they're equal. Okay, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second. If the notches match, it means it indicates that they are the same length. Because you'll see here, they're not telling us the length, right? They don't give us. And they don't give us the angles either. So as soon as they give you notches, that means they want you to classify the triangle by the sides, not the angles. Okay, so right here, they call them tick marks. I'm calling them notches. Tick marks in a drawing show that side lengths are equal. Arc marks show that angle measures are equal. So these right here that I made up here, right here, those are arc marks. And then we've got tick marks. So arc is for angle, that kind of makes sense. Tick is for side length. Okay, so right here, I've got 1 tick mark on each side, which means that all 3 of these are equal. So this would be an equilateral triangle. Oops, that was supposed to go there. Equilateral triangle because it has 3 sides of equal length. Now this one, these 2 have tick marks that match, right? But this side doesn't. So this means this triangle has 2 sides, which makes it what kind of triangle?
Isosceles.
Correct. It has. Now, what about this 3rd triangle? Do I have any tick marks? No. That means that no sides have equal length, which makes it what kind? A scaling. I wonder who came up with those names. Alright, so here's what your homework problems would look like. Classify a triangle. Now the directions in example 1 say classify by side length. So which 3 options do I have for side length? Equilateral, isosceles, or scaling. Okay? Because there's no angles involved here. Now on this one they actually give us the side length. So I've got 6, 6, and 8. So if I was using tick marks, I would do something like this. Tick mark here, and the identical one here, because they match, right? And then if I was going to do a tick mark here, I'd have to do a different number of tick marks, like 2, because it doesn't match the other ones. So if I have 2 sides that have equal length, which one is it?
Isosceles.
Isosceles. So this one is an isosceles. 2, 3. And you'll see that as we progress through geometry, because there's a different number of tick marks for each side, meaning that they're different lengths. Can we see that they're different lengths? Yes. Okay. So because it has no sides of equal length, it is a scaling. Now we have to look at the measures too. We have, what does this tell us right here? This is a dead giveaway. It's right. So guess what kind of triangle it is based on its angle? A right. Oh, so it's a right scaling triangle because it has one right angle and no sides of equal length.
So that's its full name, right scaling triangle.
Full name, right scaling triangle. Now, the last example is finding an unknown measure, kind of like what we did yesterday. Now, what you need to know about a triangle is that all of its angles, no matter what kind of triangle it is, all of the angles are going to add up to be 180 degrees. That's just how a triangle is. All of them will add up to be 180 degrees. So you have how many angles in a triangle?
There's 3.
3. So all 3 of them will add up perfectly to be 180 degrees, no matter what. So I used a little bit of algebra to find this, which you guys are going to know how to do this. So basically, we have angle 1, which we're calling x, plus angle 2, which we're going to call 27 degrees, plus angle 3, which we're going to call 39 degrees. All 3 of them have to add up to be what? 180. So I'm going to add my like terms. What's 39 plus 27? It's 66. And this is actually interesting. Do you know how many books of the Bible are in the Old Testament?
66.
39. Do you know how many are in the New Testament? 27 for a total of 66 books of the Bible. So, Bible does have something to do with math. Alright. So I know that whatever this third angle is, it has to add, whatever it is, plus 66 has to be 180. So I would subtract 66 from both sides. What's 180 minus 66? 114. So what is the missing angle measure? 114. Okay, so now can I classify this? Okay, be careful. Am I classifying it by sides or angles? Angles. Okay, now look. I have 2 angles that are obtuse because they're less than what? I'm sorry, 2 angles that are acute because they're less than 90. And then I have 1 angle that's what? Greater than 90. So it's obtuse. Since it has 1 obtuse angle, guess what kind of triangle it is? It is an obtuse triangle. Now, do I know anything about the sides? No, so I can't classify it as
finding an unknown side measure.
yes.
Well, we have that.
Yes, and we use it's with right triangles, and then it's a little bit of trigonometry, but it's not a right triangle. And guys later.